Hi, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to talk about how to set up a business, because this channel is now taking a business focus. So if you have a side hustle, if you would like to have a side hustle, if you are wanting to establish a full-blown business, then this is what we're going to cover in this video, the steps that you need to take. So all up, there's about 11 or 12 steps you need to take, and we'll work through them. Now, while I'm doing that, instead of me just standing here talking to you, I've got work to do too. So I'll talk as I'm working. Okay, so you've got a hobby that you'd like to turn into a side hustle, or you may already have a side hustle that you're doing and you want to make sure that it's meeting all your obligations and the requirements. So let's go through a list of things that you need to do when starting a business. So I'm talking about New South Wales, Australia, but you'll need to check with your local authorities what's required in your area. Do your own research, check with a solicitor, get legal advice, and check with an accountant to make sure that you're complying with all the tax information that you need to. So the first thing you need to do is to research and plan your business. So you choose a business idea, make sure it's something that you enjoy and that you're passionate about. It would be terrible trying to run a business in something that you really don't have much care for just so that you can make money. You need to understand your target audience, your competitors, and the market conditions. And you need to write a business plan. Your business plan should cover your goals, your target market, should have a marketing plan and financial projections. And you'll keep coming back to this business plan as you work through your business, especially the marketing plan. But it will keep you focused, and you'll be able to check to see whether you're making the amount of money that you've predicted that you would. Secondly, you need to choose a business structure. So in New South Wales, the main business structures are: 1, a sole trader, where you operate as an individual; 2, a partnership, where 2 or more people run the business; 3, a company, which is a separate legal entity from its owners; or 4, a trust. A trustee manages the business on behalf of beneficiaries. So each structure has different tax, liability, and other implications, so consult an accountant or legal expert if you're unsure. Number 3 is to register a business name. So if you're using your own name in the business, you don't need to register it. But if you're using another business name, you need to register it with the Australian Securities and Investment Commission, ASIC. You need to ensure the name is unique by checking with the Australian Business Register. Now, you may have a unique name, but it may be very similar to someone else's, and therefore they won't let you use it because it could cause confusion. So you can check any names that you have in mind by going through the Australian Business Register lookup feature. Number 4 is to obtain an Australian business number, or an ABN. So it's required for all businesses in Australia, and you can apply for an ABN through the Australian Business Register online. And that number that is allocated to you will be used for all tax and government dealings. Number 5, you need to register for taxes. So Goods and Services Tax, GST, is you need to register for that if you're going to have an annual turnover of $75,000 or more. Or, yes, and you must register with the Australian Tax Office for that. If you're employing people, you'll need to register for pay-as-you-go withholding. And that's a tax which is withheld from wages which are paid to employees, and then you remit that to the Australian taxation. I would advise that you contact an accountant or a tax advisor to make sure that you meet all the tax obligations. Number 6 is to check for licenses and permits. So you can do that by checking with Services New South Wales business licenses and permits. So some industries will require licenses and permits, others don't, but check it out to make sure that you are meeting all your requirements. Number 7, you need to set up business banking. So that's easy to do. You can contact your bank and set up an account which is specifically for business, and that will help you manage your cash flow and simplify tax reporting. Number 8 is to understand your legal obligations. So you need to ensure that you comply with workplace health and safety regulations, which are managed in New South Wales by Safe Work New South Wales. If you employ staff, you need to make sure that you're aware of all employment standards, superannuation requirements, anti-discrimination laws, and all tax requirements. Okay, the next thing you need to do is to arrange business insurance. So you need to protect your business by getting the necessary insurance, and common types of insurance can include public liability insurance, professional indemnity insurance, workers' compensation insurance. That is mandatory if you employ staff. So best thing to do is to speak to an insurance broker to find the right coverage for your business. Number 10 is to set up record keeping and accounting. So you need to implement a reliable system for tracking income and expenses, either manually or software. Now, there are a lot of paid software out there. MYOB, Xero, QuickBooks are just a few. Or you can access a free software. I use one which is called FAS, Free Accounting Software. It's quite simple. And then I just need to send those files to my accountant to finish off at the end of tax year. So ensure that you're prepared for tax time by maintaining accurate records of your business's financial activities. But it's not just for tax. It's so you can know what's happening in the business, so that you can know if you're making a profit or not, so that you can keep track of everything. And especially if you've done your business plan and you've done projections, you can check what your income is against your projections. Number 11 is to build an online presence. So you need to create a website, set up social media profiles, and possibly start an online store if that's relevant to you. You may also need to register a domain name. And what you should do is consider listing your business on Google My Business for better visibility. Number 12 is to market your business. You need to develop a marketing strategy that includes online and offline methods to attract customers. This could involve digital advertising, SEO, which is search engine optimization, email marketing, or traditional means like flyers and networking. Number 13, hire employees if it's applicable to your business. You need to understand your obligations as an employer, as mentioned before, including superannuation, minimum wages, employee entitlements, and you need to make sure that you have proper employment contracts and workplace policies in place. Again, seek legal advice. Number 14 is to comply with ongoing obligations. So keep up with your ongoing tax, financial reporting and legal obligations, and regularly review your business's performance and update your business plan as needed. Your business plan is not set in stone. That is a document which is going to be changing as your circumstances change. I can say from my business, I started it out with an idea of what I was going to be doing, but I have since found that people are asking me for products, that my business is actually taking a different focus. So therefore, I'm updating my business plan on a regular basis. Now, I hope that these 14 points have helped you, and it's the start, just the start of starting up a side hustle. But make sure you do it correctly from the start, and that way you'll avoid a lot of problems down the track. So I'd love to hear what sort of business you're starting. Please drop me a message in the comments below. And if you have any questions, please ask me. But if they're of an accounting or legal nature, you need to check with your own accountant or your own legal advisor. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it informative and helpful and gave you a few pointers. And if it has, please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what sort of businesses people are getting into. These days, there's so many different things that you can do. But I'd say if you are looking at a side hustle, do something that you love, not just because you're going to make money from it. It would be very tiring and boring if you were doing something that you really didn't like just so that you could make money. But anyway, they're my thoughts on the matter. I hope you have a great week, and thanks for joining me, and I'll see you back next week. Bye for now.